understand. It's like the Grey Host is guarding this place. Doesn't look like the Grey Host attacked my clan. At least not yet. We need to find them. That's the Grey Host command camp up ahead. Let's see what they're doing.
Said that no one is to interfere. Remain vigilant.
See what you can find. Grey Host scratchings. What does it say?
Must I handle this myself?
Well, do those scratchings on paper tell you anything about what the Grey Host is doing in Lost Valley Redoubt? I never should have let Nathari push me aside. She was always drawn to darkness, even as a girl. Lady Boleyn must have found her eager to believe the right lies. Does that letter say what Boleyn hopes to gain from my sister's foolishness? The Dark Heart again. According to the prophecy, death awakens the Dark Heart. By the spirits, well, has Boleyn convinced my sister to perform? We need to find Nathari and stop her before something terrible takes place. A stranger visited the clan when I was young. She asked about the old lore. She wore a smile, but I saw darkness in her eyes. Years later, when I saw her beside the Ard's throne, I recognized her. Lady Boleyn, and she hadn't aged a day. Aye, but my mother spoke in generalities. Lady Boleyn spent a lot of time with my aunt, though. She was one who saw every word of the prophecy as literal truth. In fact, she taught Nathari her lore. No wonder Lady Boleyn sought out my sister. The full telling requires hours. We don't have time for that, so I'll be brief. An ancient darkness sleeps beneath the reach. At the end of days it will awaken, covering the land in shadow and devouring all. Only Namira's faithful will be spared. Yes, but Ghost Song witches have argued about the nature of the heart for generations. Some believe the prophecy is symbolic. There's darkness in every mortal heart. That's my view. Others believe the prophecy is meant to be taken literally. That the Dark Heart exists. Death feeds it, and only sacrifice will awaken it to share its power with those that visions like that. Nathari believes the prophecy speaks a literal truth. Maybe she's right, but it's still wrong. A stranger visited the clan when I was young. She asked about the old lore. She wore a smile, but I saw darkness in her eyes. Years later, when I saw her beside the Ard's throne, We're going the right way. The entrance is farther up. Keep going. We're almost to the summit. The burrow entrance is just ahead.
Easy, girl. I told you Hircine would send us a sign. If you planned to harm me, the jaws of my wolf would already be around your throat. I guess that means you aren't an enemy. So, what are you doing out here, Wanderer? Oh, this mission. There were problems at every turn. Hircine definitely tested me on this hunt. I almost died trying to retrieve the symbol of Reekenbeg. In order to establish a new shrine in Markarth, we need to earn it. Will you help me, Wanderer? The old tower at the top of the rise. It's the lair of a powerful minotaur. Look for a drum of bone, skin, and wood in its hoard. If you find it, take it to the High Shaman in Markarth. I'm in no condition to help, so I'll make my own way back. Aye. What better than a drum to represent Reekenbeg, the Great Stag? Reekenbeg is one of the mightiest aspects of Lord Hircine, whose beating hooves like the beating of a drum sound the blood summons which calls prey for us to hunt. It's in his nature. Establishing a new shrine is no small undertaking. Hircine will embrace it in the end, but not before he tests us. Makes us prove our worth. This is a hunt of a different sort. But with your help, I think we will succeed. Of course he cares! But while a lone wolf can be a noble hunter, few can survive for long without a pack. There's no dishonor in asking for or receiving aid, but there's plenty of honor in a successful hunt. All that matters is we succeed. Yeah, I've recovered from worse injuries on a hunt. Kiva will watch over me, as will the Hunt Father. I believe he meant for us to find the symbol, but for you to retrieve it. We will meet again at the shrine when you return. Do not fear.
The entrance should be here somewhere. Look around. Ah, you found the rock. That's actually the door, but it will only open for a ghost song witch. Well, look at that. I've still got it. Now let's enter the barrow and find my sister. My clan is somewhere beneath this barrow. We must find Nathari before it's too late. Convince her that nothing good can come from trying to fulfill the prophecy. And all around us. Nathari must have started the ritual. How dare Nathari allow Grey Host soldiers to prowl these halls? Ritual sacrifices. Nathari wants the clan to return to the old ways. In the past, Ghost Song witches made blood sacrifices to the Spirit Queen and the Lord of the Hunt in rooms such as this. Believed that death pleased our gods. Nathari still holds that view. My foremothers believed the Spirit Queen granted them power in exchange for the souls they sent to her realm. A death is the greatest gift a mortal can give, after all. This was where the clan performed ritual sacrifices to appease Namira. Aye, that seems to be where all this is laden. To awaken the Dark Heart, my coven must sacrifice that which they hold most dear. Their own kin. Many Ghost Song clan members are about to die. That's why Nathari brought them here. We must stop her. I can't believe she actually did it. Nathari sacrificed this Ghost Song hunter. Death was once a part of my clan's rituals. Long ago, we sacrificed enemies and innocents alike in these halls to receive the Spirit Queen's blessing. But to kill one of our own... We need to find Nathari and the rest of my clan before it's too late. Nathari, no! What have you done?
The hour is upon us, dear sister. You must feel it. The darkness.
You sacrificed our own people! Oh, poor Sagan!
I should have expected Arana to take up with outsiders. She always rejected the old ways. This is no place for one who doesn't hear the spirits of the Reach. You're not worthy to walk these sacred halls. And every one of them gave up their life willingly. They gladly died to awaken the Dark Heart from its slumber. Arana may deny it, but this is the day Namira has been preparing us for. We give our souls to the Dark in return for eternal life. You sound like Braden. True believers see the honor in this sacrifice, but not everyone can overcome the fear that whispers in their ears. The flesh quails even when the spirit is strong. No matter, we help them complete their journey. Why does this matter to you, outsider? The Ghost Song hunters, the true hunters, gather below, ready to give their lives for the Spirit Queen. Braden will too, when his time comes. I shall complete the ritual and awaken the Dark Heart. The clan chose me, Arana. The Spirit Queen demands death, and I shall give it to her.
Damn it. I should never have left. No. I can't allow this. We need to find Braden and the others. This is horrible. Nathari has convinced herself that she's doing the will of the Spirit Queen. And she persuaded at least some of the clan to go along with this madness. We have to find a way to stop her. Aye. That seems to be the long and short of it. The Dark Heart will beat again, and its power will surge up from the deep places to consume everything. Its darkness will cover the world. The prophecy talks of death and destruction, but it also says that those who embrace it will be spared. There's power in the darkness, especially for those who believe and hold true to its word. Now let's go try to save my clan from this madness. The old matrons mentioned a ritual cave deep within the barrow. It must be this way. Ghost Song hunters loyal to Nathari. Surely some must have opposed her. This is madness! Nathari will bring ruin upon the entire clan! Poor Senin. Not you too, old friend. What's that beside him? What do those scratch marks tell you? Not many of my clan learned the scratchings, but Senin could read and write the Imperial language. He spent years in Markarth's Imperial Guard. What did he write down? As we've seen, Nathari has convinced some of the clan to support this mad endeavor. This is Lady Belaine's doing. Spirits take that woman. She's laughing far from here and safe, while Nathari does exactly what she wants. I remember that from the stories. A cavern where the floor drops into darkness. That's where the first Ghost Song witch made a bargain with the Spirit Queen. Legend says the pit divides the land of the living from the dead. Let's keep moving. Feel it. A pool of dark magic from below. We need to hurry. We're beneath the barrow. Rich folk occupied this place long before the Nords came along and built a tomb over it. My ancestors were the first to sink their roots into this land. I feel something here. An emptiness. A darkness farther down.
The dark heart stirs. You can't stop the prophecy from being fulfilled.
You think to challenge us, outsider?
Thari's power is growing. Every sacrifice strengthens the darkness. My former sisters draw strength from the darkness gathering below. It's changing them. These powers of shadow are like nothing I've ever seen before. And each sacrifice makes them stronger. We need to catch Nathari and end this. Below us! The darkness gathers in that infernal pit. I can feel it. The dark heart, it's waking up!
The darkness, it responds. The dark heart awakens. Give your lives so the dark heart may beat again. Too late, sister. The prophecy is fulfilled.
Stop Nathari before she feeds my entire clan to the darkness.
The dark heart hungers.
The darkness. It makes Nathari stronger. I'll try to protect it. The portal! We did it, Carrier. Dark heart returns to its slumber. Raiden. You're alive. Thank the spirits. This is all that remains of my clan. Oh, Nathari. Your prophecy brought an ending to things. That's for certain. I should have dealt with you sooner. The survivors will have a place with us at Rebel's Retreat, if they want it.
I felt the darkness inside me, pulling me towards the pit, down to something evil beneath the ground.
My wife, I tried to stop her. I tried to pull her back, but the shadows reached out and grabbed her. I couldn't save her. They're all gone, devoured, like the stories said.
I knew Nathari's ideas were folly, but this... with her own hand, she gave her kin to the darkness. She would have killed all of us if you and Arana hadn't arrived. Nathari was a friend once, before she became obsessed with the old ways. If Lady Boleyn put her on that path, then I've got a score to settle with her. And I'll fight to protect what's left of us, few though we may be. Aye, we'll fight. There aren't many of us left, but most of us are werewolves. Lady Boleyn will regret the day she turned our own witches against the clan. That, I promise you. We'll make our way to Rebel's Retreat. I'll look for you and Arana there.
Go. I'll meet you back at Rebel's Retreat. I want to say a last prayer for the dead before I leave. Maybe I can free my sister's soul from the darkness that took her. Give her some modicum of peace.
This isn't your fault, Arana. Nathari could only see her own visions, hear her own spirits. Nathari's madness was her own, Arana. We'll follow you. We'll fight beside you. I'll gather the others and bring them to Rebel's retreat.
is what you bring us, Arana? Frightened pups?
Frightened pups? My hunters are the equal of 10 of yours. Do you care to see our claws and fangs?
Save it for the Grey Host, Skin Changer. Let's see what they can do on the training field.
The darkness no longer scares me. Bring on the Grey Host. We'll fight to the end.
So this is Arana's army, then. I hope they make up in courage what they lack in numbers.
We'll show the Grey Host. We'll show everyone. The Ghost Song clan still has some fight left in it. Just point us at the prey and let us loose.
The news that Lady Boleyn was invoking the prophecy of the Dark Heart. I never expected it to lead to the decimation of my old clan at the hands of my sister. Still, I can't help feeling that this was a rehearsal for something even more terrible. The prophecy says it takes more than a handful of deaths to awaken the Dark Heart. Oh, Nathari got something to stir, but I think Lady Boleyn just used her to test the waters. The darkness responded, though. Thank the spirits you stopped the ritual.
The Grey Host won't stop until they drown the Reach in blood. It's like the old Ghost Song prophecy. End is coming soon.
I need to consider what happened in the Barrow, Harrier. Think about what I could have done to save my sister. What I can do to save the clans that look to me to lead them. Oh, is that your friend Gwendis over there? I think she's looking for you.
There you are. That darkness Arana mentioned? I think we found it. Verandis has been studying that dark energy down in the library of Arkstand, trying to figure out what Rada al-Saran and Lady Boleyn have planned. He thinks it might actually be related to the darkness. The void. Isn't that a terrifying thought? Look, I'm no scholar. I barely believe in the stuff and I hardly understand it. But the void is the place outside the places. The darkness beyond Mundus and Oblivion. Anyway, Verandis felt a change in the currents. He sent me to get you. Well, that would explain it. You might have stopped it from fully awakening, but Verandis says something has changed. Even I could feel it. Come on, Verandis needs you to meet him at Night Hollow Keep. That's where he traced the dark energy to. Night Hollow Keep is down in Blackreach, east of the Library of Arkstand. Verandis is there. He's waiting for you before he continues his search for the Dark Heart. It must have been impressive once, but it's falling into ruin now. Apparently it was the seat of power for an ancient vampire clan, the Night Hollow. All that's left of them are a scattering of feral beasts. Plus the place is full of void energy. Not much. I did a lot of digging into the Grey Host, but I never found a scrap about the Night Hollow. We're learning that some of the ancient vampire clans built kingdoms in Blackreach. My guess? The Night Hollow have been hiding down there forever. There were, Skyrim too. It seems that long ago the first clans established an empire beneath the surface. Even Verandis thought it was only a legend, but we're finding more and more proof every time we enter a new cavern down in Blackreach. That strange dark magic that's drifting around the Library of Arkstand, Verandis calls it void energy. He's been studying it, trying to find its source. That's what led him to Night Hollow Keep. Well, you know those shades. Verandis says they're souls that got caught in the currents. It twisted them into hungry, hateful shadows. But you also used it to move around, so it's not all bad. He's worried that Rada al-Saran wants that energy. I'll meet you down in Blackreach.
Go. Go. Help Verandis find the Dark Heart. My hunters will be ready when you call for them.
The Grey Host won't stop until they drown the Reach in blood. It's like the old...
Perfect timing, my friend. I think the Dark Heart is close by. The pockets of energy we discovered in the library of Arkzand, they're even stronger here. The void energy permeates that ancient keep. I suspect the Dark Heart hides somewhere inside, and I fear that it's growing stronger. Interesting. The Dark Heart hasn't fully awakened, but I did feel it stir. We need to find the Dark Heart, whatever it is, and prevent Radha and Belain from using it. I thought it was a dwarven artifact, but then why was I drawn to Night Hollow Keep? Very little, I'm afraid. The whole idea of a kingdom of ancient vampire clans hiding in the depths of Blackreach, well, I thought it was nothing more than a legend. Let's explore the keep and see what we can learn while we try to find the Dark Heart. Let's you and I split up and search the keep while Gwendis returns to Markarth. We know Lady Belain has something in mind for the city, and one of us should be close at hand. Inside, look for personal items. I can use them to glean information. One of my talents involves auramancy magic. Certain inanimate objects, especially items that hold significant personal value, can become imbued with the auras of those who possess them. Sometimes I can read vague impressions, sometimes more. Important events and powerful emotions leave a mark on their surroundings. Auramancy deals with evoking memories from the auras left behind on objects. It's an arcane art that I have perfected over the centuries. It often helps me in my work. Auramancy is a useful tool for unraveling the history of ancient places. Clearly, this keep was once great. Now it's forgotten. Yet a power our enemies covet stirs within. I think the story of this place is the story of the Dark Heart. I don't see how. Radha al-Saran was a Yakutan swordmaster before he came to Tamriel. His vampirism is a result of a meeting with Molag Bal. At least that's how I understand it. Lady Belain, however, her origins are unknown to me. A good question. We know that Radha promises freedom to the Grey Host. He spent centuries bringing the various elements of his plan together. How the Night Hollow fit in, I can't say. At least not yet. Hopefully the answers await us in the keep.
Run here, run there. I'm more than a messenger, you know. What am I going to tell Ard Kaddock that he doesn't already know? Fine. I'll go and play nursemaid to the Ard. Have fun in that creepy castle without me.
Now, Gwendis, you know I never ask anything without good reason. Markarth is in danger.
Fine. But when the real action starts, I won't sit on the side and let you deal with all the danger.
There you are. See if you can find a personal object within this ancient study. Did you find something? Bring it here. What did you find? My auramancy works best on a personal possession, something with an emotional aura, or even an arcane residue clinging to it. Let me see. I pity the stone is damaged, but it still retains a trace of magical aura. There are different ways to evoke echoes of the past, which the people wore or carried tend to collect and hold strong impressions. No, but it appears to be a pin or an emblem of some kind. The owner would have worn it on their clothing, close to their body. Good. Let's see if it has anything to show us. Keep your eyes open and observe.
A gift for me, my love.
I have chosen. Tonight, you and Rain will drink from the Dark Heart.
I have longed for this moment, my lady.
Soon, you will be a lord of the Night Hollow clan. One of my chosen.
So Lady Belain did belong to the Night Hollow clan. Interesting. I sensed that Lady Belain was ancient, but the vision confirms she was not only part of the Night Hollow clan, she was their leader. The Dark Heart gets more interesting at every turn. How did they drink from it? For that matter, what did they drink? Yes, but we need more information. I can deduce that the Dark Heart is some sort of power source. That much is obvious. And it's tied to the void energy we encountered. Plus, the currents got stronger when Arana's sister sacrificed her clanmates. Yes, I noticed that too. Whether due to the long centuries of isolation or something more sinister, they are shadows of their former selves. Take the insignia with you and keep exploring. Now that it's charged, more memories may reveal themselves. I cast Auramancy upon the insignia. The lingering magic may reveal additional scenes from the past as you explore these halls. Phantasms, really. Harmless. And keep watch for more void portals. As at Arctazand, they may help you navigate this place.
drives me mad. I need the Dark Heart. Please.
Do you hear? The sound is...
The Dark Heart will me. No! Death cannot claim the Night Hollow!
This looks promising. A noble's chamber, I think. Take a look around. This room is better preserved than most of the others I've explored. It was apparently the suite of someone important. Look around. Something here must hold a strong memory. Have you found something I can... My explorations have turned up very little, but it looks like you've had better luck. What did you find? Exactly what I was hoping for. I suspect the Night Hollow nobles wore these as a badge of rank. Let's see what we can learn with a little more auramancy.
We broke through. The way to the Dark Heart is open.
But the heart falters. Something is wrong.
The damn dwarves. If they depleted its energy...
Seal the Dark Halls! Until the heart recovers, only those who bear the sign of the Inner Circle may partake of its gifts.
I think I understand what happened to the Night Hollow clan. I suspect Lady Belain is the survivor of a long decline. While the rest of her clan slid into madness, she alone remained to carry on their legacy. Such a bitter pill for a proud vampire. That memory comes from a later time. The Lord spoke of opening a way to the Dark Heart, which implies the Night Hollow lost access to it at some point. But what are these dark halls Lady Belain spoke of? Where can we find them? Perhaps. And maybe we have the key. Lady Belain said that only those who bear the sign of the Inner Circle can utilize the heart. That must refer to the insignias you found. Let's look for these dark halls. More than likely, the dark halls lie below us somewhere. See if you can find a way down while I attempt to trace the currents of void energy that radiate throughout this ruin. None of us... The best answer may be none of them. I suspect the Dark Heart may have been here before all of them. More than likely, they found it, and made use of it. Across the ages, different people may have been drawn to its power. We may never know for sure. Perhaps. It's curious, isn't it? I wonder if the Dark Heart has a purpose of its own. And we better keep going. Until we actually find this thing, all we have, I guess, is...
Belain and her nobles. They keep the Dark Heart all for themselves.
think this is the entrance to the Dark Halls. As you can see, powerful magic wards the door. Perhaps I can draw a memory from it.
A dormant dark heart is of little use to us, Belain.
It can be awakened, but I need to get the help of the Reach Witches.
Patience, Belain. Not until I restore the Grey Host. Not until we unlock the orrery.
More delays. Very well. But the Dark Heart must beat again, Rada al-Saran. Nothing else matters.
It seems Rada came here a long time ago. This is the most recent memory, but it's still centuries old. Did you see? Rada and Belain made some sort of deal centuries ago, and now the conditions of that deal have almost been fulfilled. We can't let them fully awaken the Dark Heart. I've been thinking about what you told me. I believe the Ghost Song ritual primed the Dark Heart, opening a path between this world and the Void. The Void energy is stronger here, but it lacks direction. I fear they require greater sacrifice. Something as powerful as the Dark Heart that's been asleep for millennia may stir from the taste of a few souls, but I suspect it needs a banquet to awaken fully. Perhaps, if we hurry, it won't come to that. Because Rada had not yet raised a new army, and he had other preparations to make, no doubt. Centuries don't matter much to immortal vampires. Now hold up the intact insignia. Let's see if we're right and it grants us access to the Dark Halls. A tunnel? The Night Hollow left the Dark Heart where they found it, instead of bringing it to their keep. Strange. The effort put into digging these tunnels. The Dark Heart was clearly vital to the Night Hollow clan's power.
Forsaken.
Hold. Someone left these belongings here. They may have a story to tell. A well-made weapon, placed with care. Let me try my auramancy.
Belain, we're dying. There's nothing you can do.
I refuse to accept that, Idrisen. But one of us must remain strong to save the others. I will take the remaining energy from the Dark Heart. It will sustain me until I determine how to make it beat again.
No, Belain. You know blood no longer sustains us. If you take the last of the Heart's energy, the rest of us will starve.
How horrible. The Dark Heart gave the Night Hollow unbelievable, but they were dependent on it. They lost the ability to draw sustenance from blood. As the Dark Heart slowed and fell into slumber, they became diminished. It appears that Lady Belain took the last of the Void energy for herself, enough to saturate her and keep her strong through all these long centuries, while the clan around her starved and turned feral. Apparently not. Feeding on void energy changed them. They lost the ability to take nourishment from the blood of mortals. I suspect Lady Belain believes that her clan will recover once the Dark Heart begins to beat again. And she's probably correct. Can you feel the void energy? That's the Dark Heart.
The Dark Heart must be fed. I will see to Markarth.
Radha, no! You must not awaken the Dark Heart.
I stopped heeding your advice a long time ago, Verandis.
Idrison, slay these meddlers!
Deal with Lady Belain's minions. I'll try to stop Radha.
Fulfilling an oath and saving my brethren.
Lady
Our
Belain.
brethren. This is the way it must be, Verandis. You'll understand. In time.
The Dark Heart awakens! I can't stop it!
Feed, you heart of darkness. Feed on the souls of Markarth, and soon my brethren will be free!
Those souls. The people of Markarth. Radha, what have you done? The Dark Heart. A piece of the primal void, trapped in our world. No wonder it warps the very weave of existence all around it. Look up. We're directly beneath the library of Arkthzand. The Dark Heart, it powers the orrery. But to what end? The Dark Heart feeds on death. You saw that when the Ghost Song clan was sacrificed. Only he's offering the heart a much larger feast. All the Reach folk in Markarth. He sent Lady Belain there to finish what has undoubtedly already begun. Correct. As part of Lady Belain's peace with the Grey Host. Just another horrible deception. Let's get out of this place. There may still be a way to save the people of Markarth. That lift over there should take us to the library grounds. Hurry. Look at the dome. Markarth's souls are being drawn inside. I now understand the what of our enemy's plan, if not the why of it. Radha had centuries to set this in motion, yet I don't see how the orrery can free the Grey Host. As for Lady Belain, the Dark Heart beats again. Her Night Hollow are reborn. No, not yet. Our enemy has gained a momentary success, but now we know the extent of their plans. Knowledge is a powerful weapon, my friend. This isn't over. We can still pull victory from the void. Because of you, we still have a chance. Our enemy advances on two fronts, my friend, and we must match them move for move. Radha al-Saran has activated the orrery, while Lady Belain has gone to Markarth. Worse, the Dark Heart beats stronger with every soul that flows into it. The attack on Markarth has begun, but we can still save the city if we hurry. Go. Warn Ard Kadak. Tell him to defend his people. Every life saved is one less soul for the Dark Heart. I will deal with Radha. After you warn Kadak, find Lady Belain, defeat her, and the Reach folk will stand a better chance against the assaulting army. And if you can end the massacre, That will stop the flow of energy into the Dark Heart. Now go! I'll find a way to deal with Radha. Lady Belain and the Grey Host, I leave in your hands. Stop them from feeding the Dark Heart, and it should fall dormant again. With any luck, that will put an end to whatever Radha plans to do with the orrery.
What do you want?
Will you answer the call of the Reach?
Finally, someone who looks strong enough to
You've
act.
returned. What of your task? So the scout was right. I'll admit, I thought I was sending you on a fool's errand. Good work. The Stone Hands will be sure to call on you again. For now, take this reward. You earned it. One threat down, but another will come. Be ready to answer the call. If it's true, we could finance guard payments for years.
Harrier, over here! The Grey Host assault has begun! The Grey Host came out of nowhere, hit the city like a giant's hammer, vampires and werewolves, rending and killing anyone they could catch. The Ardsfolk thought they were safe in Markarth. Only fools put their trust in walls. Just like what Nathari did to my clan. The bastards. Arana brought us here to help, but it may be too late. They aren't only marching towards the gates, they're coming at us from beneath the city. Lady Belain unsealed the doors to Nichuan-Zel and let the Grey Host into the city. We arrived just in time to fend off the first wave. Can't make any promises about the next. Go to Understone Keep. Tell Ard Kaddic and Arana what you told me. Stay sharp and keep alert on your way to Understone Keep. The Grey Host could attack again at any moment. The vampire noble, your friend Varandus, he convinced Arana that we had to help defend Markarth. We marched when Gwendis gave us the word. Besides, Arana and Kaddic are both of the Reach. Reach folk stick together against outsiders. We always have.
There you are. After all your talk, I was beginning to think you'd abandoned us. The Grey Host raided my city. Killed more of my people than I like, but we held them off. Barely. Now those bastards are gathering in Nichuan-Zel for their next attack. Well, they certainly did a good job with their first attack. Lady Belain actually tried to kill me herself. Might have succeeded, if not for Arana. She drove off Belain, saved my sorry hide. As soon as I can assemble my troops, we'll strike back. Damn it, outsider! But your words ring true. All right. Defense only. For now. Arana had that look in her eyes, though. I think she plans to try to deal with Belain on her own. Now, if you have the mind, go to Nichuan-Zel and help the witch rebel, eh? Watch your step in Nichuan-Zel. From what we could tell, the Grey Host was gathering there for days before the attack. Even without the vampires and werewolves, there are old traps and metal monsters to contend with. Dwarves never did like company. A strong witch, in all her anger, is a force of nature. Arana blames Lady Belain for what happened to her old clan, and rightly so. Sounds like Belain got into poor Nathari's head. The old ways. Even I'm not fool enough to want them back. Well, she gave me good counsel, for a time. Even regarding the Grey Host. Sheltering in Markarth saved a lot of Reach folk lives. Until today, at least. Arana warned me, though. She didn't trust Belain from the start. Ha! My Gran would scare us with tales of the Night Lords who once ruled the Reach from the land below. Always thought she was just trying to frighten the children. Like most of the Vadishran legends, I suppose there was a kernel of truth in her stories.
Hang on, hero. I did a bit of scouting and you need to hear what I have to say. Netchenzel is crawling with Grey Host soldiers, not to mention all the dwarven constructs that clank around down there too. I didn't see her, but I wasn't able to advance very far into the Undercity. Since you're obviously on your way to help her, and I've delivered all the messages I had, I'm going back to the Library of Arksand. I hate that Verandis has a past, but he is an ancient vampire. I can't expect him to have remained alone for centuries until he met me. His connection to Rada al-Saran, though, he needs to be careful. His feelings are going to get him into trouble. Verandis always tries to see the good in people, but any good Rada al-Saran had dried up a long time ago. Look, someone needs to help Verandis, and you have to find Arana and deal with Lady Belain. But maybe when you're finished, you can come join us?
I sensed a friendly presence. Thank the spirits for leading you here. I wanted to finish this, but Belain, she's too strong. And the Grey Host. I tried to return to Markarth, but got turned around. I chased Lady Belain into the depths, battled her to a standstill. Then she summoned the Grey Host. She fled while I fought them off. To the orrery, I think I heard her tell the Grey Host commander. Listen, I sensed something else down below. A second keystone. Find it, and you'll be able to enter the orrery chamber. Forget me. Get the second keystone. Don't let Belain draw any more power from the Dark Heart. Don't linger, Harrier. All this death, it fuels the Dark Heart, making it stronger with every passing moment. Find that keystone, and stop Lady Belain. Hurry! I already feel my strength returning. It's the Dark Heart. Like the ghost song witches of old, I feel its power stirring within me. I hear the whispering of Namira. The Spirit Queen is with me. I won't die in this place. No, not in and of itself. Like all of Namira's gifts, how we use it is where good and evil come in. It's Belain who is twisting it to this vile purpose. Stop her. Go on. I'll gather my strength and then see where the Spirit Queen wants to lead me. Down the vaults. That's where I fought Lady Belain.
It's a trap! Fight them off!
I'm as frustrated as you are, Gwendis. We don't have a keystone, and I haven't been able to discern another way to get inside.
When I got there, Verandis was pacing around like a caged animal, trying to find a way to get inside the library. If you have any ideas, let him know.
Try as I might, I haven't been able to penetrate the wards on the door into the orrery. The dwarven magic is too powerful. Without a keystone of our own, we'll never get inside. Another keystone? It seems the spirits of the Reach smile favorably upon us after all. But you say Lady Belain escaped from Arana. Any idea where she may have gone? No one has entered or departed by these doors in all the time I've been here. It's clear that Rodda and Belain know more about this old dwarven structure than we do, though. They must have another way to come and go as they need. By all means, if it works, we can finally confront Rodda and Lady Belain. Together, perhaps we'll fare better than Arana. I can get through to Rodda. I must.
Rodda! Stop this!
There is no stopping it now, boys. A few more adjustments to this infernal machine, and all will be ready.
This won't save your brothers and sisters! I told you, it's impossible!
Oh, but you're wrong. About so many things. Can't you feel it, Verandis? The tug of the Dark Heart on your cursed soul!
Leave him alone!
The Dark Heart? You're going to sever our souls from Baal?
You see, once I gather the Exarchs to my side, my ancient promise will be fulfilled. Belain, spare Verandis and his cherished daughter. Dispose of the rest.
Come and gaze upon the hearts. Come and witness my true power. You fools! The Dark Heart is mine to command. This is the place where your little rebellion ends!
The Spirit Queen led me here, Harrier. I'll help you defeat this abomination. Look how Belain corrupts Namira's gift. I'll create void portals. Use them to reach those Void Mothers and destroy them. We can't defeat her. The fate of the rich depends on it. The portals will help you reach the Void Mothers.
Interrupt my feeding? Darkness. It flows through me. void is mine!
She's drawing power. Use the portals! Sharp work, Harrier. I'll open another portal.
More than enough power to deal with you! No! This isn't possible! The Dark Heart sustains me!
Harrier.
Lady Belain, is she dead? The Spirit Queen, Namira. She required a champion. She gave me the strength to press on, despite my wounds. No, that strength is gone. She is the spirit of death and decay. Belain defied natural death, as all vampires do. Using Namira's energy like that, it was an affront. I am happy to have done my part. Verandis needs your help. Go, Harrier. Use this one last portal. Please, help Verandis. I see it now. The Lord of the Grey Host.
Friend, your timing is perfect. Get to the far platform and throw the switch. It will take all of us to stop this infernal machine. We did it, my friends. Now tell me, what of Lady Belain? If you hadn't arrived when you did, Gwendis and I would not have been able to power down the orrery. Thank you. But tell me, what of Arana and Lady Belain? I could feel them. It was like a battle in the darkness. So it was Belain's death I felt in the darkness. Rodda was right. For some reason, the connection I have to the Dark Heart is strong. But there was something else. Another sensation. Where's Arana, my friend? Arana dead. That's another soul lost to the void. Between her and those that perished at Markarth, the Dark Heart ate well this day. I'd like you to return to Understone Keep. Tell Ardkadak that despite what we have lost, Markarth is safe.
You sure you'll be alright here by yourself, Verandis?
I shall return to Markarth shortly.
What am I saying? Of course you will. But if you're not back soon, I'll come and drag you to Markarth myself.
Tell Ardkadak the news. I want to study this machine a little longer. Something here will shed light on Rodda's purpose. I know Rodda won't rest until he saves the Grey Host from its ancient curse, no matter what that means for the rest of us. Rodda used the orrery to focus the void energy. He created a portal to travel somewhere, but the specific destination eludes me. He did say he needed to gather his exarchs, the original warlords of the Grey Council, the leaders of the Grey Host. An immediate one? No, I don't think so. With Rodda gone and Lady Belain dead, the Grey Host forces here in the Reach will eventually break up and fade into the shadows. Eventually. Yes, but he's finished with Markarth and the Reach. I think he got what he wanted from the Orrery and the Dark Heart. At least for now. Don't worry. I'll figure out what else he has planned, and together we will deal with it. When the time is right.
Ah, here's one whose report we need. What news of Lady Belain?
You should talk to Caddick. He's been pacing like a caged cinch cat since I got back, demanding answers. I probably could have told him what happened, but I didn't want to.
The Grey Host broke and scattered to the four winds, Harrier. You and Arana's doing, I suppose. You can tell me all about it later. Caddick wants to hear your tale. He does seem to think he's in charge around here, after all.
We did as you said, Rover. We defended the city and kept our people safe. Then, all of a sudden, the Grey Host turned and fled. And I barely got to kill a dozen or so of the bastards myself. Do I have you to thank for this unexpected turn of events? Well, that explains everything. Someone will sort out the details and tell them to me later, eh? All that matters is the Grey Host called off their attack and departed as soon as they lost their leaders. But where's Arana? I want to thank the witch. Arana promised to stop Lady Belain, no matter what. Trust a Reach witch to make her own words come true. At least it was a good death, given in a noble cause, and Markarth still stands. We'll remember what Arana did, and we'll remember you as well. They scattered and fled. Good riddance. Between Arana's Wilders and my Stonehands, we held them back, and when you cut off the head, they were done with this fight. There's some cleanup to be done in the wilderness, but nothing we can't handle.
We stopped Lady Belain from gorging the Dark Heart with all the souls of Markarth, but we can't bring back the dead. Still, the Heart awakened but never reached full power. We turned back the Grey Host and killed Belain. That's a victory, my friend. The orrery remains charged with void energy, but the Dark Heart was never completely filled, and it already wanes. That means we denied Radha al-Siran a limitless source of power. Radha may have escaped for the moment, but we will find him. Any surviving Night Hollow clan members are bound to the Dark Heart. As it wanes, so will they. When you destroyed Lady Belain, you sealed the doom of her entire clan. That threat is ended forever. Thanks to you and Arana. Yes, whether through the use of the orrery or some other means, Rada tied the void energy to the Grey Host. And due to my past affiliation, that seems to include me. I can feel it, hear its dark whisper. I need to ponder the implications. Soon. For now, savor this victory. The courage of mortals, not some buried relic, is the true heart of the Reach. You've saved countless lives, and proved to the Reach folk that not all outsiders are a threat to this land. Rada's time will come. The time has come, my friend.
We defeated evil today.
Let us speak.
An ancient darkness at the very heart of the Reach that threatened to destroy us all. These outsiders stood beside us and made our troubles, our enemies, their own. Let them hear our thanks. Look around you, people of the Reach. Markarth still stands. See your fellow Reach folk, and know we will always fight for our land and our ways. Arana will be sorely missed. I could use more enemies like her. The best way to honor her memory is to keep peace with the Wilders who followed her. We stood together against a common foe. No reason not to keep standing. We bury our dead and get back to enjoying our rights as free men and women of the Reach. There's a place in Markarth for those who want it. And those who decide to live in the wild, well, I won't stand in their way. I'll send my stone hands after any of those monsters that still linger near my city. As for stragglers who take to the hills, I'll let the wilder clans deal with them. I know a clan or two who might be eager to collect some claws and fangs.
Talk to me, Harrier. I want to know what happened to Arana, and I want to know now. I knew it. When you came back alone, I felt that something terrible must have happened. I never knew a witch so strong or so stubborn. I thought nothing could stand against Arana, and she was my friend. I should have been there for that fight. Arana made peace with Khadik. In her honor, we'll hold to that agreement. It's clear that Lady Belain was always our true enemy. New clans will form, now that our quarrel with the Ard is over. There's plenty of land nearby. Now, don't get carried away. In case you haven't noticed, Reach folk don't bend their knees lightly. We'll give our loyalty to the Ard because we chose to, not because he demands it from us. And we'll be watching him.
I wish I knew where Rada al-Saran disappeared to after he activated the orrery. He went to an awful lot of trouble to awaken the Dark Heart and get his hands on that machine. Verandis doesn't think so. At least not the Reach specifically. Verandis understands Rada al-Saran. He believes the Ashen Lord's after a different prize. Did Lady Belain say anything about Rada al-Saran's plans during your battle? Good thing you stopped her then. You saw how the Dark Heart changed the Night Hollow. Can you imagine a clan consisting of nothing but creatures like Lady Belain? Always thirsting, never sated. No wonder the other ancient clans feared them.
I know you've only had a moment's peace, but we must renew our hunt for Rada al-Saran with all due haste. The setbacks will not slow Rada for long, and he's likely closer to his true goal than we know. That I have yet to determine, but consider what he's wrought thus far. Harrow storms across western Skyrim to revive the Grey Host. Here, the souls of Markarth reaped to empower the Dark Heart. Both great sacrifices. But I fear worse is yet to come. A good question. Despite your success stopping High King Svargrim and Lady Belain, the reawakening of the Dark Heart has provided the Dwarven Orrery with a frightening source of power. But to what end? I need your help to ascertain the answer. A moment. Sometimes the intensity of the currents flowing through the darkness can be overwhelming. There. Fenorian reports that Grey Host leaders gather north of Markarth. I believe Radha is there, preparing them for what's to come. It's nothing. I don't want to concern the others. Whatever Radha did at the Orrery, it connected the Grey Host to the Dark Heart. And that includes me. Like the souls of Markarth that the Heart consumed, a part of me is caught within the void. I don't know. I can feel the Dark Heart's pulse, a throbbing that grows stronger as the Heart becomes more powerful, but it hasn't consumed me. In fact, like Arana and Lady Belain, I may be able to draw upon it, though I haven't attempted that yet. Investigate the Grey Host activity in the foothills north of Markarth, near Bethar Dams. Fenorian will meet you there. Gwendis and I will return to the Orrery in Arcthazand. Join us once you uncover Radha's plans. It's clear the Orrery plays an integral part in Radha's plans, but the specifics elude me. The Dark Heart, the Orrery, the Harrow Storms, they are all connected. Smaller pieces of a much grander scheme. Of that much I'm certain. I need to learn.
I wish I knew where Radha al-Saran disappeared to after he activated the Orrery. He went to an awful lot of trouble to awaken the Dark Heart and get his hands on that machine.
Well?
Hello, my friend. Quite glad to see you again. Friend, I hoped I'd bump into you another time. I have something I wanted to say to you. Just... thanks. It's funny. I practiced this whole big speech about how your advice got me through some tough times. How I feel like a better person because I met you. But you know what? Thanks is simpler. Before we met, I was an insecure wreck. Or it felt like I was. But I don't think myself into a downward spiral as much anymore. I feel more confident. Like the person I wanted to be when I first joined the Raven Watch. Apparently the rest of the Raven Watch noticed my attitude changed as well. Now I nearly have more missions than I know what to do with. Reconnaissance, reports, diplomatic work. In fact, I should get back to it. Farewell, friend. I always feel glad to see you, but I may not cross paths with you for the foreseeable future. Off to new lands. Apparently the rest of the Raven Watch noticed my attitude changed as well.
Brothers and sisters, we are on the cusp of victory. Flows through the void. Everything we lost will be returned, even your lives. Verandis' little birds. Give him my best.
Damn it! I knew we should have attacked when we had the chance.
My orders were to wait, Lyris. At least Rada left something in his haste.
Wait, is that you, partner? Could have used you a moment sooner. I was this close to finally planting my axe in Rada al-Saran's face. If Fen hadn't insisted we wait for his Raven Watch friends, that monster wouldn't have slipped through our fingers. Again! You're still on the hunt for him too, I see. When Fen got his orders to investigate the Grey Host, I invited myself along. Sorry about my temper. It's just that we've been shadowing these bastards for a while, and it looked like the opportunity to strike was finally at hand. Well, Fen's the one keeping notes, but Rada al-Saran gathered his subordinates and remaining forces here. It's clear he's preparing to make a move, so Fen sent word to the Raven Watch. I just wish we knew more about this dark storm Rada mentioned. Yeah, a lead that's dragging us in circles. Look, Fen can tell you more. I'm sure he'd love to talk to someone other than me. Brilliant conversation isn't one of my better-known graces, as you've experienced firsthand. Possibly. And I've seen Ice Reach Coven witches among the Grey Host troops. After we dealt with Svargrim and shattered the Grey Host's hold on western Skyrim, it looks like Rada moved his operation to this part of the world. It was slow going, but the concoction he and old Mjolin produced was the only reason the holds were able to start fighting back. Even after we stopped Rada al-Saran's plan in Solitude, I don't think the western holds would have survived without it. Alive and well. She's taken to her role as Jarl of Solitude far better than anyone imagined. The people love her. There's new life in the hold despite all that's happened. I admit, I'm hopeful for the future too, provided we stop Rada al-Saran. You're asking me? No idea. But it's here and so is Rada al-Saran, so I'd guess it's got something to do with whatever he's planning.
What? Oh, sorry. I was fixated on this trinket. When Verandis said he would send someone, I assumed he meant Adusa. We weren't supposed to make a move, but Lyris feared we'd miss our chance. I don't think we ever had one, but don't tell her that. Other than I think it belonged to Rada al-Saran, I sense a powerful magic has been cast on the item. Auramancy. I recognize it. The technique is remarkably similar to what Verandis uses. Not surprising, I suppose. They were friends once, after all. Well, after their defeats in Western Skyrim and the Reach, the Grey Host has regrouped. The ancient Exarchs have arrived and asserted their control over the newer troops. We also intercepted a courier a few days ago. He carried a coded message. My command of ancient Yokuden is elementary at best. I assumed it had something to do with Harrow Storms, until Rada al-Saran mentioned this dark storm. I think he's planning something massive. More massive even than the storm over Solitude. We're going to meet Verandis. Right now? Yes, that would be prudent, I suppose. Do I look presentable to you? Befitting of an audience with the Count? I don't imagine there's time for a bath before we head to the orrery. Shouldn't I be? I was studying abroad when you two were dealing with the Lightless Remnant, and I only just learned that he's still alive. I know I couldn't have prevented what happened, but I never even got to say goodbye. Count Verandis is a father to me, more so than my own birthkin. Losing him pained me deeply. I'm looking forward to this second chance we've been given. Amazingly so. I assisted Jarl Svanna, for a while, helping old Mjolnir and the Mages Guild storm Elixir as we could. But I couldn't linger there forever. I've been tracking the Grey Host ever since. No. Though I'm hopeful Count Verandis can find something in this coded letter. He's better at ancient languages than I am. I was able to find this meeting site, and I know the Grey Host forces have regrouped under the command of the ancient Exarchs. This trinket Rada al-Saran left behind. It radiates a magical residue similar to what Verandis leaves behind when he casts Oromancy. Perhaps you've seen him use it to draw memories from the past. I wonder why Rada al-Saran left it here. Is that Count Verandis?
A soul's ability to travel among infinite planes of existence is equally boundless.
Fen, what did you do?
Souls can go anywhere. Imagine if they had the freedom to choose their destination, or even return to life.
It's the Oromancy. We're seeing an image of the past. I'm greatly looking forward to seeing Count Verandis again. But Oromancy visions weren't what I had in mind. That wasn't the Verandis we know. Rada al-Saran cast Oromancy on that trinket. It pulled a memory, an echo out of the ancient past. But why did he leave that here? He had to know we'd be able to access the magic. The Dreamwalk elixir is certainly more intrusive, but it's also better for uncovering the full story. Verandis possesses a natural talent for Oromancy. Perhaps he learned it from Rada al-Saran, or vice versa.
I don't see how we figure out where Rada al-Saran went from here. Let's hope this Count Verandis of yours is as smart as Fen claims. I saw it. I don't know what it was, but I saw it. It didn't set you on fire, so as far as mysterious magic goes, I'd count your blessings. Was that the illustrious Count Ravenwatch I've heard so much about? Well, let's not keep the real one waiting.